What is happening in Antarctica that can cause havoc in the whole world? You can see in this photo taken by the space agency, in which you can see some green belts appearing on the ice of Antarctica. These green patches have disturbed the scientists what is going to happen in Antarctica, in this video. The story begins with Eric the Red. Known for his temper, he also had a murder case against him, which was proved to be murder, because of which his clansmen banished him from the Ice Age and left him to wander the sea. But who knew that his punishment would make him a great person? After wandering in the sea for a long time, Eric's ship landed on an icy land. When he saw this island for the first time, there was snow everywhere on it. Eric spent a whole year on this icy land, and Eric also believed that he would spend the rest of his life in this place. But Eric knew that he could not live alone on this icy land. So Eric came up with a plan to name the island something that would attract people to it. Eric named this icy island Greenland. Eric named the island Greenland so that people would think it was a big green land and migrate to it. His plan worked, and a rumor spread among the Vikings that Eric had discovered a Greenland. Where there are huge snow mountains, there used to be forests and huge trees. At that time, the land was very different from today. This was called Greenhouse Earth, where there was no sign of snow. There was a green forest with rivers flowing and life. Then there was no ice plain like Antarctica, and dinosaurs also lived there. Scientists say that 100 million years ago, there were dinosaurs and large sea animals in Antarctica. The temperature there was so hot that one could never imagine that snow could fall here. Slowly, the temperature of the Earth began to change, and the Ice Age began on Earth. About 34 million years ago, this climate change caused Antarctica to cool, and this green continent of Antarctica, he started hiding in the snow. Slowly, Antarctica became a continent in which life completely disappeared. For thousands of years, humans did not know that such a continent existed on Earth. After which, for the first time, a European explorer, admiral in 1820. After seeing Antarctica for the first time, they felt as if they had come to another world because there was no sign of humanity here. We can't survive in Antarctica, but it is very important for humanity to survive. But now it is all changing. You can see this satellite image of Antarctica. Antarctica, which was always covered with ice, now has such green circles. And these green circles are getting bigger. But the thing to think about is where this greenery came from on the bed of such thick ice. This means it is several hundreds of feet above the ground, where there is no soil for plants to grow. Nor does Antarctica's climax support vegetation. So what are these green color patches visible from the satellite? In an article published in Nature General, it is named green snow. So the scientists said the real reason for this green patches is global warming. Global temperatures are increasing as the Antarctic ice sheet melts. A strange process has started there. In many places, the ice has melted and turned into water. This water pocket, when Antarctica, they come in contact with the wastes of the animals on the coastline, i.e. penguins, sea animals, seabirds. So they act like waste fertilizers, which act to give rise to green microcells in these pocket waters. As temperatures rise, these green belts will expand further into Antarctica. Antarctica has a 7,000-foot thick layer of ice that helps keep the Earth's temperature cool. Most of the sunlight from the sun is reflected off this ice and sent into space as it travels toward the North Pole and Antarctica, due to which Antarctica remains cold and the temperature of the entire Earth remains at a level. Because of this process, the Earth does not see much sunlight. As the green belts grow in Antarctica, they will observe sunlight in thousands of feet. The deep ice caps will begin to melt, causing the seas to rise in many cities that would have been submerged in Europe and Asia. So don't ever try to see Antarctica as green, because humanity may die after that.